Good evening, my friends, from somewhere in there above Cyprus. And I don't know if I can show you here, maybe. Yeah, approximately I can. So that is Cyprus, and indeed I'm landing in Cyprus. And this is quite interesting and quite special country for myself, because if I'm not counting Iceland, which will be for some other year, not this year, it's already November, beginning of November, so it's too cold in Iceland. So if I'm not counting Iceland, Cyprus is the last country in Europe where I haven't been still. So this is my first time in Cyprus. So it will be quite interesting, I think, to see this country for the first time. And the country itself should be quite interesting, I think, as well. And whatever I will find worth showing you, I'll do my best to show you. Was it? We're on the ground. Sorry, the picture isn't the best, I think, but you can believe me, I hope. We just landed in Paphos in Cyprus, in Mediterranean. So, friends, we'll see what we find here.
With your seatbelt, securely fasten till aircraft has come to a complete stop, and the captain has switched off the fast seatbelt sign.
Give it to me. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
So, at the end of the...
Wow, it's pleasant air temperature. I like it. It is the beginning of November, and I have all my layers on. I have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 wool layers on my top, 3 on my bottom, and 2 socks, one on each other. And plus I have my different Crocs. Well, not exactly Crocs, I found them in Bratislava's Lidl. I can show you even these things with the thermal insulation. You can imagine I'll be taking this all off very soon. I think it was forecast something like 23 degrees or 24. Oh, it feels nice. Welcome to November. Affixes. Arrivals. Nice. In this country I hopefully will be able to little bit practice my remnants of my Greek language. I haven't used this language for quite a while. So we'll have to scan the passport here. Cyprus. Something like this. Let me check. I think I'm doing it right, but nothing is happening. Okay, I needed to check to choose the language and then to say that it's passport, yes. Okay, now it starts working. Initially it didn't want to do anything. Unable to read. Okay, let's take another place. Okay, this one is free now. So, I'll choose English. Passport. Scanning. Oh, this one works immediately. That one I noticed the scanner glass was a little bit scratched. Okay. There is some receipt. And thank you. Okay. Good enough. And now it will be what? Some other passport control. Okay. Okay, that was just quicker way how to get through the passport control. The man took the receipt which I got and immediately let me through because the machine had checked me already. Good. And you know what? I like these things. Well, I couldn't say I like them, but when people have to wait there, I have a nice feeling that I don't have to wait anything. I don't have any luggage. But I'll go here before. Well, nothing to declare, worked fine. Nobody stopped me. It wasn't the same story as it was in Georgia. And we seem to be out. Let's find out if I can see some information place. I would like to find out what is the cheapest way how to get to the center. And my last days in Ireland was crazy busy, so I haven't prepared almost anything. I have no clue about many things. Okay, here it is. Πληροφορίες, information. Hello. What is the cheapest way how to get to the Paphos center? So the man said that it should be somewhere here. Oh yeah, it looks like bus service is even written there. It should be pretty simple and easy. Let's find out. There are two routes. Okay. Center and harbor, which is station. Probably I need center, but I want to check my map first and the times as well. So I'll switch you off, my friends. I need my phone. So I need the bus 612 to harbor, not to center actually. And it will leave in a bit less than half an hour, so I guess that it might not be here yet, but let's walk around and see. But no, probably not. So I'll have to walk a little bit, but it seems to be all good, and I can buy the ticket in the bus. That one should be the right one. 612. Perfect. So we're moving along very nicely. It's something like 20 or 30 minutes ride, and everything is more than good enough. Life is good. It's not too late, but it's dark. It's something like 7:30 maybe at the evening, and I'm quite close already to my hostel, and I will have this bus will get me almost to the very hostel, pretty much exactly in the front of the hostel. So nice, what can be better? But I'll go and get some food first. I'll go and I already found in a map some supermarket. So I'll be getting some food and then I'll go to hostel. It looks like this is the terminal, the end station. Okay, no problem with that. I hoped... I can take off the mask actually. I was hoping that I'll be able to get out one stop earlier. I can walk back, it's not far, no problem at all. This bus didn't stop at that place. But good, I'm very close and I already know which supermarket I'm going to. All perfect. And the weather is... I like it. It's evening, but the air is nice and warm. Lovely. Well, friends, I have to tell you something. I was just inside this supermarket. Got some good fruit and cheese and will be a nice evening. But what happened when I was coming in this supermarket? I didn't know to cry or to laugh. I have been in some, I don't know, 20 countries, 30 countries probably, 30 probably, during these last 2 COVID years, but I have never seen something like this. Well, that's some first experience of the country. Imagine, when you enter the supermarket, you don't just need to put on your mask, which was kind of expected, but you have to show your vaccination against COVID. Imagine that. You either have to have a vaccination or you have to have a COVID test made in the last 72 hours. So it means that if a person wants to go into a supermarket, just a normal supermarket, and I understood from that man that it's the law for all bigger shops, like the small shops or probably markets, I don't know, could be different I guess. But for the bigger supermarkets, it's everywhere, I understood. You either have to get vaccination or you have to make COVID tests every 3 days if you want to get into such shop inside. Imagine that. Where can you see such thing? Crazy. I hope this country is not as bad as this first experience. Well, I had the vaccination, it's no problem for me, but I can't imagine how difficult they make survival for businesses and life for just regular people if they have such laws. Well, Cyprus. What do you do here, guys? Okay, we'll live and see what else interesting we find in this country. By the way, there is sea, but I won't be able to show you, neither to see myself much because it's too dark. It's for tomorrow, friends. I won't be long in Paphos because it's a bit expensive place. Only the first night, and then I'll be moving along to another places in Cyprus. But I will have a walk tomorrow morning, and yeah, I will watch myself what's interesting here and show you as well, my friends. So that's it for my first impressions. Other than that, my first impressions are lots and lots of German tourists, some Russian tourists. Haven't seen many other kind of tourists yet, but it's just my first hour here. Can't tell anything yet. Okay, friends, speak soon. Good morning, my friends, from sunny Paphos in Cyprus. I'll show you what I can see from my balcony here. Not a bad place for a cheap hostel, what do you think? Well, this place wasn't that cheap, but it was the cheapest in Paphos, and today I will be having a walk around this town or city, then going to Limassol, or Lemessos in Greek, and have a quick look around there, and then I will be going to Nicosia, or Lefkosia in Greek, the capital of Cyprus, where I'll be staying for longer time because it's really cheap there. But yeah, the life is really good here, as you can see. I think it is predicted something like 26 degrees today, or 27 I think I saw even. Not bad for beginning of November. Life is good. I'm already in my short sleeve t-shirt and shorts. No need for anything more. Yeah, and also I thought I might show you one other trick while I'm here. As you see, they have these British or UK plugs, these ones, and these British plugs, these are the bulkiest of all which I have encountered this far in the world, which is not good. They might be technically quite dependable as far as my experience, 10 years long experience, a little bit more, say, but they're bulky. For tourists it's not a good idea. I have this small flat charger for my phones and iPad, but it is a European one, and normally, this is a trick which I wanted to show you, normally people have to buy, can I show you? Maybe here? No, that guy left with that. He had this another bulky thing which you can plug in here, which would be that size, but even a lot longer, big chunk there, the adapter, and then you can put these things into that adapter, and that thing is big, that adapter is even bigger. Where can I put these things in my pocket? Of course not. So I don't do it. I don't carry these adapters anymore. After I got my charger and power bank, which was in one piece, got stolen in Odessa. I got another power bank which I bought on Odessa, and now I just use these types of things. But I could put it in, but you can't, because you see there are some red plastic nuisance inside, which is made for to prevent you from putting these things inside. And how it works normally is that you have this piece which goes in first in that hole, and then it opens these plastic nuisances and then it can go all in. So my idea is you need a key for that, and when I say key, I literally mean key. See how it goes? When I put it in, that plastic goes away. And here there's no electricity, don't be afraid. It's the ground, so no danger there. Don't put in here things, but here is safe. So now you can put my thing in here, take out your key, you don't need it anymore, and there you have it, charging spot. And that's all you need. In America, of course, in Australia and New Zealand and places like that, you will need different plugs than these. But the European and the British ones are easily conquerable by just this thing. So I thought you might find it useful, because it's a nuisance to carry around these bulky adapters. Okay friends, I think it's time for me to get going. The sun is quite high already. I did my quick morning jobs already on my tablet, and it's time to go because I want to see a little bit of Paphos, which is quite historical, interesting place, and I want to see a little bit of Limassol, and then I have to somehow get to Nicosia and to my hostel, which is kind of on the far end of Nicosia, by this evening. So I better get going. Now then, my friends, time to go. Time to leave this place, leave their keys to them, to scramble the code, lock the door, and go. That's the backyard of my place. That's the staircase. Ah, it's so good. It's such nice weather. I can't stop enjoying it. I just can't stop being happy because of that. That is such a nice counterweight to all the job difficulties which I have right now. To have this kind of weather around me. Life is good. And here, well, this will be a good test actually for my microphone setting. It's a good bit of wind here, like serious wind. With my old microphone, well, the same microphone but without the covering, you wouldn't hear me at all. It would be just wind noise. But now I can actually show you what I made. Let's see. See this thing? It looks a bit stupid. And it will look even more stupid in your eyes when I will say what I made it from. This is the same type of material which semi-professional microphones use for wind noise blocking, but I got this material from somewhere else. From kitchen. Can you guess? What do you call this in English? The thing which you use for washing the dishes. The soft sponge? Sponge probably, yeah, that's the word that I was looking for. So I just cut a slice out of a sponge from kitchen and tied it with my thread, which I always carry with me for sewing just in case I need. And yeah, let's see if you hear me during this wind. Well, if you are watching this video, it means it was good. Because I will listen afterwards. You shouldn't be hearing anything in this wind. But if you will hear me, it means that this thing really works. So, we will find out in a moment. While finding out what's interesting in Paphos, the birthplace of Aphrodite, as the old Greeks tell us. Well, we'll see if we can find some Aphrodite's relatives. By the way, Aphrodite. Huh. Does anybody know what this name means? Because Aphros in Greek means stupid. So is Aphrodite some stupid person? Well, I probably make some Google search before I make any loud comments about it and make myself look stupid in everybody's eyes. Okay, we'll do it later probably, if I remember. But now let's enjoy Paphos. It's funny what kind of street names they have. Agios Anastasias. Street of the Holy Resurrection. Interesting. And yeah, you have all kind of early Christian street names and other names, and also you have Greek mythological names used as street names a lot as well. And this one is something interesting. Well, at least old. What do you think, guys? What is it? Definitely some church. And there was some other old stuff around it. Could it be some Greek pagan temple, which was later converted into a church during Constantine's time in the 4th century? No, probably I'm just dreaming. I have to look it up. Here, as it is European Union, I have internet in my phone, so I will be able to look it up. I just need to stop talking to you guys. That's all I need to find out, to get to know what is this place. That priest or student, I don't know, theology student, he had pastor's collar. He said, "Do you want to visit?" No, sorry, we can't. The church is having liturgy inside now, so it will finish soon and then you can visit. Okay, I don't have so much time anyway, so we'll just have a quick look from outside. And continue on. Oh, this is funny. You see Masura's leather shop, and you see it is in Russian here, and it says that it is shop for leather things, and they also sew some clothes from leather. So if you're selling leather clothes and sewing it for people here in Cyprus, what language do you need to write to attract more customers? Of course, Russian. Funny. Well, it will be a lot of interesting stuff here, I think. Somewhere here must be some castle. Oh, this is Cyprus Ports Authority. Could that be the castle? Let's go closer. Yes, this is Paphos Castle. At least my map is saying this. And here in European Union, Google Map is again better bet than Yandex Maps. So I don't have the luxury of all the details which Yandex gave me when I was in Caucasus. I have to live with what Google provides, which isn't much. But yeah, it's an kind of interesting place in the middle of sea almost, because behind there is the sea and behind there is the sea as well, and here's some kind of lake, not really, ditch against intruders such like me. What do you think, guys? Should we try and intrude the place? They'll probably ask me for a ticket, and that will be probably as far as I can go. Let's see. Keep distance. Of course. Well, with this far we can see something even without the ticket. Yeah, and actually here we can see in this picture that is the castle. So you see it's kind of a peninsula which protects harbor from the southwesterly winds, and that's where we are. So that was Paphos Castle. Not the right place if you want to swim, but could be right if you just want to look around. There is something interesting in people who are brave enough to go to City Square and even to earn money with it. And this is how police looks. Astynomia obviously means police in Greek, I didn't know it. But yeah, it's funny about people who are brave enough to come to City Square, play and even earn money if they can't play in tune even. But it's cute. I don't think it's bad and they shouldn't be doing it. It's cute. I think this place is better with this kind of character, this, as it would be without him. So thank you. Thank you for being brave enough. So from here we probably will be able to see something a bit more. What do you think? That's the Paphos Castle, small peninsula, the harbour, and my hostel was where? I think somewhere there probably? No, I think there. Can't recognize even. Doesn't matter anymore, I won't be going back there anyway. And that field behind that fence, it's an interesting place. There are loads and loads of archaeological sites, at least on my map. And the map of course didn't show the fence, so I was kind of assuming that I'll just go in and walk around. That'll probably not be the case, but now I understand better why another maps application. Yesterday before I fell asleep I checked a little bit around what to look for in Paphos, and that place, that map, maps.me, which is kind of a nice thing as well, and it works offline as well. So that one showed further on there a place in a map which was marked and which said secret entrance through the hole in the fence. So guys, what do you think? Shall we go and check it? In general, I'm not very prone to, well, not very eager to jump fences and use holes and sneak in without tickets. But if the local culture is supporting it and seeing it as normal, then I sometimes, as they say, when in Rome, do what Romans do. So I don't know what will be the case here, but I guess there's only one way to find out, isn't it? I saw a nice car. It looks like an old Vitara. Is it? An old Suzuki Vitara? Or it's something else? Suzuki, yeah, should be then. And also some things which you can look for free, because behind that fence I'm pretty sure, well, we can check of course, but I think I already know the answer. it will be only exit but not entrance. You see this ingenious thing? Yes, it moves in this direction and these bars are against you coming in on that side, and on this side you can't move out. You can't move in, you can move only out. So of course that's like, what do you call the thing in English which you build for fish when they can only go in and never go out. In this case it's opposite, but I can understand. They have to live somehow as well, and how can they live if they don't charge all the hordes of tourists here? Isn't this place nice? What do you think, guys? I can understand why these tourists come here, especially in the winter. Well, not exactly winter, maybe. What is this? Nea Paphos means New Paphos. Archaeological site, a World Heritage Site. Yeah, of course. They have a lot of UNESCO World Heritage Sites here in this part of Cyprus. That's also what I read yesterday before I fell asleep. So yes, especially I can understand why people come here from Europe and more Central and Northern Europe, like in November. In Scandinavia you can have snow somewhere by this time, and here you can walk in your t-shirt and swim in Mediterranean. Of course, why shouldn't you be coming here? Well, I can tell you, friends, that behind this fence, exactly there, according to my map, should be 40 columns fortress. This one probably will. Of course, it's the same. So the 40 columns fortress is some, again, historical, famous archaeological kind of site. I understood that it must be from Roman times, but not sure. I didn't have that much time before I fell asleep yesterday when I was reading about it. Let's go further and see if we can see anything more. This is where we stepped out of the bus yesterday. Well, here on this street, which by the way is called Street of Plutarch. Is it in English Plutarch? Plutarchos. So funny street names again. On this street is the famous place which was shown by somebody on Maps.me. But there is the secret hole in the fence. And actually, guys, you see, here it is. What is that? I don't know. Would it be nice to use this place or no? It's definitely not it was thought to be, and somebody has even repaired these places. But of course somebody else was again getting them open. What's there? Something. And if you walk further, you can see all the forbidden stuff. Well, forbidden, paid stuff. I don't know, guys. Let's have a quick peek only. I feel like almost like I'm in somebody's backyard, but it's not his backyard. there's a fence between them and me. But to be honest, I don't like going into places without ticket where you're supposed to be getting a ticket. It doesn't sit well with my own consciousness. So this much I will show you, and that's it. I'm going back. I don't want to explore there. I could, of course, technically, but I don't think it's right. Let's come back here in some other time, when my business will not be near bankruptcy and when I will be just able to come here and buy the ticket, and then I will show you what's in there, all the historical stuff. I think there are some historical artifacts gathering going on here as well. I'm not sure, but it probably could be the case. But anyway, yeah, I don't want to wander there without ticket, not because I fear I would get caught, I probably wouldn't, but because I won't be able to respect myself if I'm sneaking in places without ticket where I need ticket. That's why they made this thing, and I respect them. If I made a business which asks ticket for something, I wouldn't be too happy if people would be sneaking in like this. And it's not right. You see? Ruskое karaoke, Russian karaoke. Karaoke. Oh, nice. Ah, actually, we got rewarded by being able to see at least something. Well, that's nice. That's cool. What do you think, guys? Would you like to live in such home? I'll get my hand behind those bars. Cool. Nice. There's even some icon in there. Somebody was worshipping there. Yeah. And my map says that somewhere there must be even a whole hill dwelling complex. The place with many dwellings in the caves. Let's see. This place is called Ancient Church Cave. At least that's what my map says. We'll see. Maybe we can see something from that side. Interesting. What do you think about these kind of formations? Cool. I'm not as tall, don't think so, please. My head is somewhere at that level. I'm just stretching my hand for you to see better. And this is even cooler. Wow. That's pretty nice. This place is called Fabrika Hill Cave Complex. I just climbed up a little bit here, and it looks like there is some overpass for people to walk, but it's fenced off, probably some paid entrance somewhere, I don't know. But don't worry, I'm not in the paid part. I just came up here. I'm just curious. What's behind those steps? What do you think, friends? Would you like to see as well? If yes, I invite you to climb up together with me and see. What will we see here? Mediterranean landscapes, rocks. Actually, this island reminds me Malta very much. Quite similar climate, similar terrain, similar vegetation. Island nation, even to the point that they were under the British rule in the same way, and because of that they drive on the same side of the street where Brits drive, and they plug in the plugs in their sockets, the same types as the British do, and all other former British colonies, well, not all, many. Actually, this is quite nice place. We just saw it from below, but we won't see much from here. You see, we just were walking there and looking there. Cool. Not bad, not bad. And here we can see a little bit of Paphos, the city itself. And you see, we can immediately see we are in Europe. Even such places where people shouldn't be walking, they have the net. Well, the net is not the first quality net, but they have a fencing and the net against stupid intruders who will fall down, break their legs and arms, and sue the government. Remember in Georgia or Armenia, nobody would sue anybody for your own stupidity. If you climbed there, then it's your problem that you fell in. No need to climb if you don't see where you step. And if you want to take that risk, take it. But why should you sue the local government after breaking your leg? And this must be a public toilet. Well, not official, of course. But if you see such path away from the main street and people getting out from there, getting their pants back in place, so you can easily guess what were they doing there. I hope I didn't film the face of that man. If I did, I'll delete that part, so you'll get my talk cut in pieces. But it's a nice place. Love it. It's a good observation point. And actually I think I can see that elevated walkway. It goes all the way around and it starts on that fenced off place, which I decided not to explore. All that area, the huge area with all the UNESCO archaeological sites. So probably when you have bought a ticket for that place, you can just take a walk above the streets, above everything, the old rusty walk, and end up there and explore that place for the same price. That's my guess, just in case you are interested in coming and visiting for yourself. this place. And if your business is not very near bankruptcy, so you can easily afford to buy a ticket. I sometimes think about it. How will it be once I get better again? And well, I don't know if my business will survive. Maybe it will go bankrupt. It is still quite a high possibility. But in any way, I believe that I myself will survive, and one way or another. And I wonder how it will be once I'm on my feet again financially, and I'll be probably again traveling. Well, and that's the way where people can walk for the paid entrance. I wonder how it will be after I'm back on my feet again financially. I'll probably keep traveling, even though I will not be forced to travel because of the money issues, as it's the case today. I'll probably keep traveling because it's too nice not to do it. I wonder what's that. But it doesn't look to be old, just big. I don't think it's worth going there. And I don't have so much time today. So, how it will be when I'm back on my feet again. I'll probably be traveling, maybe not as much as now. I'll have some base where I can live, and then to travel from there every now and again. And when I will travel, I'll probably be able to do as many, so to speak, quote-unquote normal people do. When they go to Cyprus in Paphos, they stay in hotel, not hostel. They eat in some restaurant, as most people I was seeing are doing here. They buy a ticket for archaeological sites and explore it with a guided tour. They rent a car instead of catching marshrutkas and buses, and so on. So I wonder how the life will feel like. I think my travels will be definitely more comfortable, definitely more predictable. But remember that video? Well, I still haven't got to editing and putting it into internet, YouTube, but I will. And I will do it before I release this video, so I can say to you, remember that video, which I know isn't on YouTube yet. But when you will be watching this when I'm talking, by that time it will be an old video already. Remember that video about Lake Sevan and Sevanevank in Armenia, where I took a taxi. It was a lot more comfortable, a lot more predictable, easier, less demanding on my ankle, and so on and so forth. But the excitement and the challenge and the resulting excitement and joy of being able to get there wasn't nowhere near the same. And when I will be traveling like most tourists are doing, being able to afford paying for everything, I will probably look as boring, as bored as most tourists look here. They look bored, and they look quite unhappy when they have got a small, short 1 week or 2 week release from their unloved jobs, coming here, drinking like crazy to forget about their life, which they left in UK or Germany for 1 week, because they don't want to remember that, because in 1 week's time they will have to return there. And so it's not too much joy. It's a nice place, but not too much joy for them. And I wonder, will I be the same? Well, I won't be drinking probably. Why should I start that thing? But will I feel the same when I will be simply, predictably, comfortably traveling around? I like these things, how they flower in November. Nice. And these things, how they flower in November. And the citruses, which just grow as weed. Cool. How not to like this place. And isn't it beautiful as well? Well, that's funny. It's not old. But it's obviously geared towards tourists who like old things. And you see even there, best properties for investment in English, then Chinese. I guess it's the same, I can't read that one. And then лучшая недвижимость для инвестиций. It's exactly the same in Russian. So you see which nationality investors they're aiming for. 3 languages. Nice. That's the same building. These guys are funny. These guys are funny. And it's called Roman Hotel. Wow. Very Roman. It's a bit more Egyptian than Roman, I would say. Well, everything together. Everything that associates with something old to most people. Basically thrown in together. But good. Keep doing your great job, people. You made me laugh today. It's nice. It's a lot better than those houses. Nothing special there, as you see. It's funny to see 2 flags together. The Cyprus on the left and Greek on the right. Both Greek-speaking nations. I just realized that here you can see all the things which people need in this place. There is car for rent with big letters. I don't know if you can see it on the screen. Here you can see all the beach stuff, all the sun stuff, sun creams, sunscreens, what do you call it, more beach stuff. There is a bar, a restaurant, some other taverna. Here in beauty, more eating stuff, sushi house, dry fruits, the beach buggies which you can rent, and of course on the background lot and lot of villas and luxury apartments for rent, and each of them has their own hot water boiler with the solar panel on the roof, so you can have hot water. And more beach buggies, or whatever buggies do you call them, I don't know even. So for people who come here, not like me, but who come here to spend their 1 week or 2 week holidays, that's all they need, more or less. So yeah, that's the environment I'm in, and it feels a bit weird for me, because for me it is very different reason why I am here. I'm not here for 1 week to spend my year's worth of wage. I'm here because it was too expensive to rent in Ireland, and my business is very near to bankruptcy after all the government's how do you call it, how can you politely call these things, all the joys and all the entertainment which governments engage themselves in during these COVID times. So yes, in my case, I haven't told you probably, I think this, but I started to travel because of money. Nobody believes that usually, but it was exactly the case when my business couldn't pay all the bills anymore and I couldn't afford to pay my rent anymore. Then I discovered that it is a lot more cheaper to travel in cheaper countries instead of renting in Ireland. So that's why I'm traveling. And it's quite interesting to be in these kind of places where people come to vacation and to spend all their money. But that's okay, that's part of life. And I don't mean it bad. It's actually a bit amusing and interesting even. But I do admit it's not my usual environment, which I'm used to. So I have finally reached the place which is called Tombs of the Kings, which is a bit nonsensical name for the place because there are no kings, as far as I could read yesterday in the internet. But nevertheless, it's a World Heritage Site and it is very interesting, beautiful, old, archaeological and so on. But of course I see already again that there will be a ticket office. And to be honest, I would be a bit of a fool, which I probably am, to expect that I could see anything without a ticket here. It's not Georgia or Armenia, guys. It's Europe's prime tourist destination, as you can see. Even if it's in the off-season a little bit. Well, not really off-season, more COVID season than off-season. But yeah, it looks like the only things which I will be able to show you guys will be this fence, this entrance, the ticket office, and a small tiny little bit of sea down there. And maybe one rock piece or cliff or whatever you call it. Okay, let's stop fooling around and let's go further. Sorry guys, you have two options only. Either you come yourselves, oh no, you have three options actually. Either you come yourselves here, pay the ticket and view the place, or the third option, which I just thought, just do a quick Google search or YouTube search and find somebody else who got in there, not like me. Or wait for I don't know how long time until I'm back on my feet financially, because somehow have a feeling that I myself will survive one way or another. And when traveling these places, I won't be traveling just because I'm saving money by traveling instead of renting in Ireland. And when I will be able to afford things like tickets and all the other stuff which all the other people are affording, who knows, I might come back maybe one day here and I might get into that place, which we didn't today. Thank you. And then I might show you. But this option is the longest and most unpredictable one. So if you do want to see that place, I do recommend choosing one of the two other options. Okay, let's keep moving and let's see where the bus station is, because I think it is time to go to Limassol or Lemesos and keep moving towards my next hostel in Nicosia or Lefkosia. This is interesting. I just walked from there, and up there is a bus station according to my map. And here is something which reminds me of Monaco and San Marino. Will it really be? Yes, elevator. Is it working? No. The idea. yes. Okay, guys. It turned out even to be cooler than what I thought. Idea is like in Monaco or San Marino, where they have these elevations and they have free public elevators operating in the streets. But, you know, this is not exactly Monaco or San Marino. This is Cyprus. So, idea is there that you can walk from there, use the elevator and then go to the bus station. But it is only idea. In practicality, there's a padlock and there's a place with steps. so we are somewhere in between Monaco, San Marino and Caucasus. In Caucasus, nobody had even such idea. Here they have idea, but not the actual action. That's cool. Okay, here we should be. It doesn't look like a bus station to me. What is it? Okay, I'll find out in the map. Maybe it's somewhere behind these houses. But anyway, while I'm still chatting to you, friends, I think it's a good idea to come here. You see, Panoramikos, Anel, Kistri. I'm not used to reading in Greek with all capital letters. Basically, it's panoramic elevator. But yeah, it's actually the Greek language. It's an interesting story with the Greek language as such in my case, because on one hand I know that language quite well. I have read a few times New Testament from one end to another in Greek, and I can read in Koine Greek with just a slight use of dictionary vocabulary, how do you call it? But on the other hand, Koine Greek, where the New Testament is written in, and today's spoken Greek, they're quite different. That's for one. And the second thing is, I'm not used to hearing and talking this language. And reading in capital letters as well. I normally read in small letters. Although the original manuscripts were all caps and without even spaces between the words. But okay, that's another story. But on the other hand, what happens is that when I want to ask somebody something in Greek, I don't know how to ask. I even was asking to one person, local person, how do I say hello in Greek? I don't know even. I have read at least twice New Testament from cover to cover, and for a couple of years daily reading many other places, so a lot. But when I have to say hello in Greek, I don't know how to say it. I had to ask somebody. At least I know how to say thank you. Evcharisto. That's the same word the term Eucharist comes from, because Eucharist is the thing which you celebrate after saying the Eucharistical prayer, which is basically a thanksgiving prayer. So Eucharistia, thanksgiving, thanking. Okay, I got carried away with talking, but it was a nice view. What do you think? It was worth coming here, even without this elevator. No, on the other hand, thank you guys for locking that padlock, because if it doesn't work, I don't want to get stuck into it. So it's good that it's locked. Okay, let's look for the bus station. It should be somewhere here. You want some laugh, my friends? This is actually a bus station for city buses. And here, look at that, what's written there? I'll zoom it for you. Intercity buses. I need to learn to read before jumping to conclusions. That down there is the bus station. And I thought it must be here. And I didn't read this. Okay. At least it's good. We found it. Okay, I'll get something to eat and I'll come back there. In less than an hour I should have a bus there, if I can believe internet. It's either easier said than done, get something to eat. This is municipal market. That's where I was coming for. But it's closed. Only the bars and snack and drink places are open. Okay, it's Sunday today. And do you know, guys, how I know it's Sunday? Because that priest said it's a liturgy and I can't go into the church. And then I said him, have a nice day, and then he corrected me. He said, no, have a nice Sunday. It's Sunday today. We have a liturgy. Okay, so I know it's Sunday today, and that's probably why the market is closed. Will there be something edible? Not just souvenirs, drinks and snacks and other kind of things which are made for leaving your year's wage in your 2-week vacation. Let's see. Yeah, not much life here. But these people, they have to eat something on Sunday as well. Not only these snacks. Baklava is nice, of course, but that will not be my dinner, or lunch, or whatever you call that thing which you eat during the day. Okay, let's keep looking. The market didn't work out, but my map says that down this road and to the right there should be some mini supermarket. It won't be as good, but hopefully it will be something which we can make to work. So where is that shop? It is Nico Antoniadi 26. I know from my map that this street is Antoniadi. But where is 26? And here I don't have anymore my Yandex maps which show every house with each number. In this part of the world, Yandex maps are even worse than the Google maps. Is this one? There are no house numbers here. No, it can't be. And it was shown on the map right there. But it's obviously not the case. Let's try to find it out. somewhere else. There it is. That's funny. The numbers have no logic and no signs. This one is 26, that one is 16, the next house. And who knows what is that one? And on the map it was shown on that side, behind that corner. So we are halfway in Africa. Don't expect things to be like in Switzerland. Let's see what's here. Yeah, that place was smaller than I thought it will be. And it carried only the stuff, stocked only the stuff which has almost indefinite shelf life. So forget about healthy eating.
What are you doing this?
And I never knew that it can be so difficult to get food in a place where everybody eats in restaurants. But that's true. That's how it works, especially on Sunday when the market is closed. Okay, live and learn. Somewhere there should be my bus, but it's a bit early still. And believe it or not, I can't find any other grocery store in the vicinity. Not in the map and not by walking around. So that was the best one. So guys, if you come here, be prepared to eat in these places. Well, not exactly, I'm not doing it. But most people obviously do. It looks like this might be mine. And here is the timetable. And it's actually funny. You see, Monday to Friday, Deftera means second. So Monday is the second day of the week, not as we Latvians say first day of the week. Yeah, because Sunday is the first. Okay, let's see if I can get in here, because Limassol Paphos, I guess that they're coming back in 5 minutes time. Or is it here? Let's check here. Otherwise I'll be waiting there and this one will be going already. Yeah, this one is Limassol. Good then. Hey guys, this will be quite some experience. The bus is really old, really dirty from all sides. This is the cleanest window I could find. The cleanest. Everything is broken. Everything is stitched together with plaster so it doesn't fall into pieces. And it sounds like the locomotives who were produced in Lugansk in Soviet times. Will be some good journey. But don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it to blame them or to say something bad about them. It's part of the fun in being in different countries, in different places, and experiencing things which you don't experience at home. Nice. And I chose this side, the right side, because we should be going alongside sea for some moment, for a good deal of the road, a good bit of the road. So we'll be able to see something nice out of this window, hopefully, if you can see anything at all through this dirt. You can clearly hear that you are driving. The sound is almost such as you might miss and not hear the trumpets of the end of the world. Oh, I'm half joking, but the sound is good, yeah. I actually just checked my video, which I just recorded, and I can say that you almost can't hear all the sound which I was talking about, which is good, which speaks good about my phone and its ability to cancel the background noises. That's nice. But it doesn't speak good in terms of the entertainment. You won't hear nearly half as much as I'm enjoying. But yes, friends, these are my last moments from Paphos. And just in case I don't speak to you anymore because I'm becoming completely deaf, so you know why it happened. After a little bit more than 1 hour in this noise, who knows if I will ever hear anybody after that. Okay, friends, have a good evening or morning or day or whatever you have by now, and all the best to you.